Ooh, I gotta get the cough out. Just over the top general video. Some I'd say kid, some idiot got in my mind. He got on my nerves, but like, not too much. Just like usually usually black people say that male, female. They'll be like not just say like says who, but like I'm your mama. Anyway, this fucking idiot is like I don't know. He's like younger than me. He's a black dude. And he's like I'm your mama. It's like they try to control your ownership or disrespect you. It's just so fucking annoying, ridiculous. Like, and a lot of these fucking idiots do that. But a general video over the top about the black culture in America. From my perspective about how the language, dialect, uh, they're very just disgusting language, and they just start with the N word. Not with the hard Nigger, which is disgusting. It's a derivative of the word black, negro. Later, black people started calling themselves Negro, because they were called that. So they started calling themselves all these Negroes, I mean, they just took it. But then, they overcame this pain and they made up a new word, which is, robbery of the original word. I mean, the second word, it's Nigga. But it's so socially acceptable. I remember I grew up in a certain neighborhood. It was at the roughest, but Latino friends will call me a white boy if I use the N word. I was being a FAG, I was being a creep, I was being a cornball and shit. But if you look at the black culture in America as a whole, a lot of them use that word. They're actually, I mean, they're degrading their own culture, their heritage, their ancestors. They pretty much put themselves down. And it's just a norm. It like for me, it doesn't necessarily mean a black person. Like I hear that word, I'm like, oh. I mean, sometimes when I don't hear him, I'm like, is he? It's like it's just so ingrained. It comes from the word black guy, especially a male black guy. But when you hear that, like, it could be used to female, but it's like when you hear it, like, let's say he's talking about my dad, like that Nigga, he's this that. I wouldn't think, oh, you black, unless I want to be an a-hole, I want to piss you off. I said he's not black. Why would you say that? And I said that once, it was a Dominican guy, but he probably thinks he's black too or something like that in his crazy little head, But it's that culture of the animal which is so derogatory. Like a lot of people of color will use the word hoe, not whore, but hoe, especially to other males and females. I just really don't like that either. I think it's a form of degeneracy. It's a form of disgrace. It puts a person down, and it also makes them feel like they're a prostitute, but they're a slave either for money or for attention, and they will go and they have to do anything. They will get degraded upon. Same if you look at the N word. It comes from degrading Africans, not African Americans. Africans that came here, black Africans that came here, and they had their freedom taken away. They were enslaved, obviously, worked for free, just for meager, not wages, but like for shelter, because they had to be housed somewhere, which they didn't even, they gave them proper shelter, and their, humanity was stripped away from them, including a lot of times their culture. They had a new culture after a while, from scraps and whatever they could eat for centuries. It's disgusting. So when I hear that word, I'm always perplexed by it. I really am. Even that I'm accustomed to hear it, and it just passes around like a guide, this and that. But it's not that trivial, and it's not that weak, and I don't think it should be trivialized. It's the word for a guy or a person. It's ingrained with hatred and disgust. So another thing about the black culture in America, the whole brother and sister thing. At time in the '60s, well, Martin Luther King, he was proponent brothers and sisters. This had to get together, a meaning of solidarity. People that use that brother and sister will usually say, to just a black person, there is no solidarity. I don't think it is a solidarity. And one black guy told me, I was, watching sex videos of a black girl, like, oh, you don't want to, you're not going after the sisters. You know, it's like those are my females, those are our women. You know, there's a lot of people like that will be just very, very racially driven, and they think, you know, they're a certain color of skin, and that's all their people, and you're not supposed to talk to them because this and that. And you know, it's like, well, I'm gonna take one of yours. You know, like I'm stealing your job. You know, I am an immigrant and shit. You know, so I'm a legal immigrant, but you know, I stole all your jobs, right? Uh, but anyway, yeah, the black community as a whole, black community as a whole, is just, you know, as a whole, it's very derogatory and disruptive to me. A lot of times they always defend each other, including our people. I don't know if they're because they're stupid or they're evil or they're racist, like those black people are. They usually defend that stuff, you know. They usually defend that stuff. They stand for that, you know, brother, sister, that black guy, he's tough. You know, black people are just so tough. You know, they have their narrow-minded view of what a black person is, and you know, you can't see it outside of that. You know, a black person usually is tough and rugged, and you know, you can't make fun of a black person either. If you do, just like, oh, whoa, what the hell is your problem? You know, but I'm just, you know, I am my own entity. I am my own being. So I don't fall to victim to the pits of a culture or cultures of a society of a nation that, you know, is known to degrade human beings. I I guess I never will. I never am an American, and I regret that wholeheartedly. But especially, you know, uh, now I regret seeing that. But I regret succumbing and just trying to play with the, oh, what up, my end, this and that, and, you know, trying to talk like that. You know, I should have stayed, just be like, listen, don't use that word around me. You know, I know you call me a honky and a crack. I know you hate me. Don't call me that. I don't use that word around me. You know, you're making me feel uncomfortable. And a lot of brothers and sisters, like you know, it's creepy. But you know, I have my own mind, and I'm not a follower, so I think differently, or rather, I think. Therefore, I am.